Good morning to all. Myself, Firdaus Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Physiology, Surendranath College. Now I am going to discuss about the topic cell membrane. If biology students can get excellent knowledge regarding cell membrane, so they can perform excellent in future, because cell membrane is a vital part in case of their study, and cell membrane is also the vital part of the cell. So this is the diagrammatic presentation of the cell membrane. There are different components of the cell membrane like protein, lipid, uh, glycerophospholipids, glycolipids. Many things are there, and membrane has a lot of function. But I am ignoring all kinds of things, because today I am focusing on specially phospholipid and particularly glycerophospholipid. If biology student can get excellent knowledge regarding all components of the membrane like lipid, protein, and also glycolipid, glycoprotein, so they can understand many things in that means easily. So today I want to deliver the lecture on membrane phospholipid, especially glycerophospholipid. I want to analyze the structural component of the glycerophospholipids. So in this diagram, lot of things are there, but all things are not here, because I want to discuss only on glycerophospholipid. Especially phospholipids are the major components of the membrane. So out of different phospholipid, I want to deliver my lecture on specially glycerophospholipids. Suppose, because there are two membrane leaflet, that means there are two lipid leaflet. In these two lipid leaflet, lot of different kinds of lipids are there, hence I am shedding some part and some are non-shedding parts are also, and shedding parts has a different form or different images are there. So suppose this is phospholipid. So this is phospholipid, not only phospholipid, glycerophospholipid. So what are the components of phospholipid or glycerophospholipid? Especially, I am just like this part is consist of round plus two sticky part. This round part is consist of phosphate and also glycerol, and two sticky part indicate saturated fatty acid and unsaturated fatty acid. So saturated fatty acid, unsaturated fatty acid, glycerol and phosphate interact with each other to make glycerophospholipid. But why it is named as glycerophospholipid? Because glycerol is the backbone. Glycerol acts as a alcohol, and two fatty acids are interact with glycerol, and also one phosphate molecules are all interact. So hence it is called glycerophospholipid. So this is the structure of glycerol. It is the backbone of the phospholipid, especially glycerophospholipid. So there are three OH group. So two OH group for two different kinds of fatty acid and another OH group for phosphate. So if cell can interact with two fatty acid and one phosphate with glycerol, so easily glycerophospholipids are formed inside the cell. So this OH group is occupied by fatty acid, and this OH group is also occupied by another fatty acid, and this OH group is occupied by phosphate, and ultimately make glycerophospholipid. But there are various kinds of glycerophospholipid in the cell membrane for various kinds of purpose. Suppose this OH group is occupied by only one fatty acid and another OH group is occupied by another fatty acid, and this is also occupied by phosphate group. And that means various kinds of group can be attached with this phosphate group and make diversity of the glycerophospholipid. Suppose if X is choline, so it will be phosphatidylcholine. If X is serine, so it will be phosphatidylserine. If it is ethanolamine, so it will be phosphatidylethanolamine. In this way, cell can make various or diversity of the glycerophospholipid. So ultimately, there are different kinds of glycerophospholipid which are indicated in this diagram. Some glycerophospholipids are mostly present on outer leaflet of the membrane, and some glycerophospholipids are also inner leaflet of the membrane. In next video I will explain everything clearly. So ultimately, in case of cell membrane, glycerophospholipids is the main component of the membrane. So this is the structure of the glycerol. There are three wedge group, and this is just common structure of the fatty acid. Fatty acid, that means only one R, that means alkyl group, and another carboxyl group. So this is polyhydrocarbon, and also just like acid groups are there. So this is saturated fatty acid, as there are no double or triple bond in their R group or in the structure, hence it is saturated fatty acid. Another, this is the this is the